your own self from a parallel dimension? You're wearing his clothes?
You think I bought this? That's painful.
What if your past sins crossed into another reality and came back to kill you? Peacemaker isn't just back. He's being hunted across parallel Earths by the father of the man he murdered. And this time, there's no dancing it off. Welcome back to Review, where the multiverse isn't just a concept, it's personal. I'm diving deep into the explosive new trailer for Peacemaker Season 2, where John Cena's morally murky anti-hero faces revenge, redemption, and reality itself. This isn't just a continuation. It's a collision of universes, vengeance, and legacy. If you love peeling back the layers of comic book chaos, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a breakdown from Review. Now, let's dive headfirst into the insanity. Peacemaker has always been a man caught between ideals and bloodshed, but in Season 2, the battlefield is no longer just physical, it's dimensional. Following his brief cameo in James Gunn's Superman, Peacemaker is now fully entrenched in the newly reborn DCU timeline. But this isn't a clean reboot, this is a fractured transition. According to Gunn himself, Peacemaker Season 2 is crucial for understanding the architecture of the DCU. The trailer confirms that we're diving headfirst into alternate dimensions. That means multiple realities, parallel versions, and possibly fractured versions of the truth. And it's all centered around Peacemaker, a man trying desperately to evolve, while his past keeps ripping open old wounds. He wants to be a hero now, but how do you become one when your very existence threatens the balance of an entire multiverse? Now, that decision has followed him into a new universe with deadly consequences. Rick Flag Sr. is not just an antagonist. He's a living embodiment of Peacemaker's guilt. This isn't just revenge. It's judgment. The trailer teases confrontations laced with fury, and Grillo's performance feels like a ticking time bomb. But here's the emotional twist. Flag Sr. isn't just seeking vengeance for his son. He's trying to prove that men like Peacemaker don't change. Can Peacemaker outrun the sins of a universe that no longer exists? Or will his attempt at redemption be crushed under the weight of legacy? The DCU is no longer a linear narrative. With Peacemaker Season 2, James Gunn is blowing it wide open. Remember how Superman explored pocket universes? Well, Peacemaker is doubling down. The trailer reveals glimpses of alternative realities, and not just as background lore. These alternate Earths are active, bleeding into one another, and Peacemaker is somehow caught in the center. Why? Because his existence, tied to the DCU, makes him a living paradox in this new world. This adds not just action, but existential dread to the series. Imagine facing different versions of yourself. Or worse, being hunted across universes for something you did in another one. The DCU is using Peacemaker to ask what it means to reboot a world, when the people from the old one won't let go. While multiverse drama and revenge arcs steal the spotlight, there's a deeper theme simmering beneath the action: character growth. Season 1 gave us a chaotic but oddly vulnerable Peacemaker. Now, in Season 2, that vulnerability becomes purpose. The trailer hints at a man trying to finally become a real hero. But it's messy, painful, and filled with missteps. He's not getting a redemption arc handed to him. He's earning it, while the universe seems hellbent on reminding him of who he used to be. Supporting characters like Vigilante, Harcourt, and others from the first season are also returning, and they're changing too. This isn't a show that resets the board. It shows how the pieces evolve, even if they're broken. And in a universe that's constantly resetting, evolution is the most rebellious act of all. At San Diego Comic-Con 2025, the cast of Peacemaker and James Gunn himself unveiled the Season 2 trailer on the Hall H stage. The reaction? Electric. There's a confidence in this season, a boldness to embrace continuity chaos, and still tell a personal story about trauma, forgiveness, and identity. Gunn didn't dodge the DCU to DCU transition. He leaned into it. By confirming that the series takes place after Superman, he's cementing Peacemaker as not a relic of the past, but a key to the future. Fans at the panel were buzzing not just about action sequences, but about the emotional stakes. The trailer wasn't just a teaser. It was a promise that Season 2 would challenge us to rethink what a superhero even is. At its core, this season isn't about multiverse mechanics or comic book lore. It's about Peacemaker's internal war. He's done awful things. He's worn patriotism like a mask. And now that the world, or worlds, are finally giving him a second chance, he doesn't know if he deserves it. Rick Flag Sr. believes people don't change. Peacemaker wants to prove him wrong. But the truth? The only way to become a hero is to feel every mistake, own every scar, and still choose to save someone else anyway. And that's the soul of Peacemaker Season 2. Here's a fun twist: Peacemaker might be the only living bridge between the DCU and the DCU. Think about it. While the rest of the DC universe resets, he carries knowledge, memories, and guilt from the old timeline. That makes him unique. It also makes him dangerous. Is that why he's being watched across realities? Is Peacemaker a wild card in a universe trying to stay stable? This could make him the most important character in the entire DCU. Not because of power, but because he remembers what came before. So here we are, facing a new Peacemaker, in a new universe, but haunted by old sins. Season 2 is shaping up to be more than a sequel. It's a redemption story told across dimensions. A tale of pain, responsibility, and what happens when the past refuses to stay buried. Fire, what do you think? Can Peacemaker truly change? Or is Rick Flag Sr. right? Are some men beyond redemption? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want more cinematic breakdowns like this video, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and I'll see you next time for another deep dive from Review. Until then, keep questioning reality.